Oh, my lovely kitty cats. How is everybody tonight? Good, I hope. I actually have decided, because here we are um, on December 1st, and I've decided that I am going to participate in Vlogmas this year. Um, we're a very new channel, and so, I've heard other YouTuber friends of mine who are participating in Vlogmas, and so I kind of would like to as well. Um, uh, you know me, though. I don't know. I'm trying to be consistent, and you know, we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. I'm sure that all y'all are going to be very interested to um, watch 31 days of a sick old man who can't even leave his house. So, quite frankly, I don't know how interesting this is going to be for you, but um, I love coming to see you and talking to you guys and making the videos for the channel. Um, so we're gonna give it a shot. I guess I hope. Um, so Anyway, it is December 1st, and it is World AIDS Day. Um, and it's, you know, it's supposed to put you in mind of um, all the people that we've lost and and the people who are currently living with AIDS. It's still a very terrible disease. However, you know, they have such wonderful drugs. They've come such a long way. And they do have some wonderful drugs that are really managing to prolong the lives of those with the disease um, and give them a better quality of life. Um, Unfortunately, the end result is the same, and quite frankly, I've been there. I've been with friends. I've being part of the community, LGBT community. Obviously, I've lost a lot of folks. Um, and it's still a really, even with the medications. I'm sorry if this is so shaky. I'm trying to hold it while I talk. Um, it's still really a terrible, horrible death, painful death. Um, so I just ask that everybody just be in mind of those people today and, you know, send our voices and our prayers up for those who are currently still living with the disease and pray for a cure. Um, anyway, uh, this is, yeah, first day of Vlogmas. And on the first day of Vlogmas, it's like, I can't sing. Um, this is getting on my nerves, so we'll take this off. At any rate, we are, Tony and I, are starting December. Not so great. Um, you know, but even with our financial problems right now, currently, um, which are temporary, and my health problems, um, which one way or the other are temporary. Um, I, you know, I'm thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to still be here at 55 years old. Um, I'm thankful for our beautiful home. And obviously, I'm thankful for Tony. I'm thankful for Tony every day of my life. He takes very good care of me. Tony also works in the medical field. So he definitely can help with the wound care and all of that. And he just, he makes sure that I'm taken care of. And I appreciate that so much. I'm sorry, I'm a little sniffly. Um, but it puts me in mind too of, um, especially when the nights in the Northeast, go down below freezing and the wind is whipping and it's so cold and it's either snowy or rainy. Um, because pretty much if you don't like the weather in the Northeast, wait a minute, you know. And it can get pretty, I mean, not as bad, obviously, as, you know, um, Alaska. But, I mean, for the Northeast, it can get pretty cold. And, sometimes I lay in my bed at night and I am cuddled up with um, Khan um, and Chewy and Mia, and I hear the wind whipping outside of my window, and you know, I I get under the big heavy blankets because it's a little cold in my house, and and I lay there and I think, oh, thank you thank you God that I have a I have four walls around me and I have a roof and I have a bed and I have big heavy warm blankets and I have my cats that will snuggle up to me and keep me warm. Um, and I just pray for those people who, while I'm in my big warm bed, are sleeping on the street. And you just pray that they, find shelter somewhere, at least for the night. Um, and so that they're, warm and fed and, hopefully touched, spiritually from where it is they're staying, the Catholic mission or, any of those, church community reach out programs. And um, so I don't take what I have for granted. And it's really, really easy as a human being to fall into that, oh, woe is me, you know, oh, woe is me, I don't feel good. I have health problems. Um, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen with my leg at this point with the wound. Um, we have no money, uh, and you know, it's really easy to get into that. Oh, woe is me. Um, but why would I? Oh, woe is me. Okay, first of all, it doesn't do absolutely any good, but uh, make myself miserable. And It doesn't help the situation. And when you look around and you think about how many blessings that I've been given, um, you can't, how can you oh, woe is me? Um, this time last year, Tony and I were going through a really rough spell, and we actually almost separated. And we were living, of course, in this the city that I lived in. Um, it wasn't my hometown, but I had lived there for um, almost 40 years. And, all my friends were there. And I had, really built a life there. Um, I had a house full of big, heavy house furniture and antiques and family heirlooms and collectibles and crystal and all of the things that Tony absolutely hated. Um, he doesn't like things too formal or too foo-foo-y. Um, you know, so he had decided that he wanted to move back here um, to be closer to his parents and his friends. And it had been 7 years that he had lived with me in my city, and so how could I tell him no? Like I'm not doing that. But I knew that we were going to really be starting completely over, um, which we ended up doing. I mean, we lived with his parents for about 4 months in a very tiny little bedroom in his parents' house with the three cats and uh, four chihuahuas scratching at the door to get in to play with the cats, and the cats hissing at the door because, they didn't care for the dogs. Um, and then we found the house, and, we certainly tried to figure out how financially we could do the house. And, um, we realized we could if we were, careful with other stuff. So, um, you know, our financial difficulties right now have nothing to do with the house or the amount of money we pay every month for the house. So when we got the house, now I moved up here without anything. I called the auctioneer, and they took all of my furniture. Um, they took everything. I mean, I was brutal. I got rid of the antiques. I got rid of the family heirlooms. Luckily, my sister, who lives in Maryland, would come up a couple days a week and help me pack because I did bring a few things that I just really could not part with. Um, but she came up and helped me pack a couple times a week, and she took a lot of the family stuff. Um, and whether she wanted it or not, I said to her, "Look, this was um, our great grandmother's, and um, I'm sure that, I mean, my mother had given those things to me because she knew that I would be a good caretaker of them. Um, but now it's time to pass them on, and mom would want you now to be the caretaker of these things." So she did take them, thank goodness. And, we moved here, you know, with virtually, nothing. And I really could have, oh, what was me back then too. But it was my choice, and at least I was, with Tony. And, it was kind of exciting being in a new city, a new town. Um, Unfortunately, I can't really see too much of it because I can't leave the house, with panic attacks and agoraphobia. Um, I find it hard to even cross the front door in the mornings to go to Wawa. But that has become such a habit now that it's not quite as worrisome. At any rate, we got the house. I took the money from the auction, from selling on my other things, and bought some living room furniture, more of Tony's taste, which is fine. He lived for 7 years with my taste, so. Um, and then we financed, some bedroom furniture, the dining room furniture, the kitchen table and chairs. Um, so, what more do I need? What more do I need? I'm blessed. Um, eh, you know, if I'm too anxiety ridden to leave the house, at least I have a beautiful house to sit in. And, and a lot of people don't. And I worry about those people. And I'm concerned about those people um, that are homeless. And it's a terrible time to be homeless. I mean, any time of the year, but especially this time of the year, to be homeless and have no one for the holidays. And that's the other thing. My parents are passed, and everybody used to always come to my home for Christmas, and I loved hosting Christmas at my house. Um, and of course, I decorated every inch. Anything that didn't move was festooned with garlands and lights and glitter. Um, I can't do that anymore. Uh, I don't even have any of that stuff anymore. Of course, all of that went when we moved. But um, you know, I could be sitting in a little apartment or a little room somewhere in Lancaster by myself, um, alone, uh, for Christmas. And I have, again, I'm blessed. I have a very lovely family, um, in Tony's family, who accepted me, brought me in, welcomed me with open arms. They love me. They think of me as family. Um, they worry about me. They, make sure I get to doctor's appointments, and if I need anything, that I'm taken care of too. And his brother and his sister-in-law always host a beautiful Christmas at their home, which is about 4 blocks that way. Um, so we're very close. His parents are about 15 minutes that way. Um, so we're all very close. And, his mom and his dad and his uncle, his brother, his sister in law. Unfortunately, he has a sister. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately, he has a sister. But unfortunately, she um, lives in England with her husband. So, we don't get to see her, uh, other than Skype and that kind of thing. But, I pray for her too because she she's having some health problems too. So, but just you have to be thankful for what you have, and and not and not be envious of people who have what you wish you had, or be sad for what you don't have, because what you have currently is way more important than any other thing that you could have in the future, or that you had in the past, or that you had and once lost. You're here. You know, you're blessed. I'm blessed, and you know, it's just something to think about. So this was a real fun vlog for my first day of Vlogmas. Um, but I mean, it's necessary to have these types of conversations, and I thank you for being here for me. I thank you um, for caring enough to come over and watch my video. I want to thank all of my new subscribers. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I you know, got quite a few new subscribers from the shout out that Bonnie Life gave me, and also Erica's Life gave me a nice shout out, and so I thank them because I did get some wonderful new subscribers that they sent over to me. So welcome to the channel, um, and all of my kitty cats that have been with me since the beginning. We're a young channel, and we're building it together. And I cherish your comments, and I really would love you guys to tell me um, what you do think of the channel. Is the format working? Would you rather I do something else? What would you like to see me do? I do want to do some recipes, some cooking, some baking. Obviously, I keep promising that we're going to start doing crafts, um, but it's tough because I don't even have a dollar to go to the Dollar Tree and buy some glue sticks. Okay, so you know, it might be we might start in January for Valentine's Day crafts. I don't know. Um, I have all these wonderful craft ideas and DIYs for Christmas, but time is running out, um, so we may not get there this year. Um, but I would like to know what you guys would like to see on our channel, because this is, it's not my channel; it's our channel, um, and I'd like to build it together, and get your feedback of what you would like out of a channel. So, at any rate, I've blabbered on long enough here for tonight. I thank you for joining me. If you, I say a lot, and I noticed in my other video I say a lot. So I have to stop. I have to stop doing that. You know. Um, um, yeah, I used to work in retail and a call center, and spoke to the public every day. I really do. I really can speak, and I have a really pretty good vocabulary. But you get on these things, and you know, you know. At any rate, if you have just come across my channel, if you're new, to the channel. Please like and subscribe. Um, I'm very excited by the number of subscribers that we have. I'm very touched that people would subscribe to my channel because, I never thought that, a sick, toothless old man um, could even be interesting. So I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are also a blessing, and I'm touched. And I'm touched to be blessed that you guys are in my life. Please continue watching and sharing your thoughts with me, and you know, uh, Vlogmas. So, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Be healthy. Be warm. Um, and be good. And I will see you kitty cats tomorrow for day 2 of Vlogmas.